So here it is, Barad-dûr. Hey everyone, hope you're all safe and well. So I'm pretty excited because today's June the 1st. I'm back here at Bluewater and I'm here fairly early for release day. Now, I don't know if it's officially the second biggest release day of the year, obviously the first being the 1st of January, but there just seems to be a lot of sets coming out for all the themes, and I gotta be honest, a lot of them are absolute bangers, they really are. The must-get set for me, because I really am trying to hone in on what I do purchase today, the must-get set for me is going to be the double-decker sightseeing bus. I just think, firstly, I think it'll go brilliant in the city. Secondly, we get absolutely oodles of them running around the city of London. And they really are kind of reminiscent of the hop-on, hop-off buses, hence the name, the double-decker sightseeing bus. And of course, it's red. It is essentially a London bus. It's not called that, of course, but it kind of is, in my opinion anyway. What I'm genuinely interested in to know, though, is what you boys and girls out there are going to be buying today. Are you honing in on stuff, or are you just going to be going into the Lego store and just buying stuff on a whim? Let me know about that down in the comments below. Otherwise, though, I'm really loving the new Jurassic Park sets. This new sub-theme, Chaos Theory, I think is really nice. And you've got that Stegosaurus mold, which is absolutely brilliant. It really, really is. But I tend to get my Jurassic World sets from Amazon in the sale on discount or anything like that. So they're not normally day one purchases for me. I think the Monkey Kid sets look really good. That temple is awesome. Talking of temples, what about Ninjago? How good does that particular temple look? And of course, you've got that Cole's Titan mech. Now, I genuinely do think that is going to be the mech of the year. It just looks so, it's just spectacular and blooming exciting. So I do really want that. I just don't know if I'm going to get it exactly today. Other things that I think are doing really well, of course, you've got the Harry Potter, and you've got that ship that's coming out as well for the Harry Potter range. I think some of their sets that are coming out in the Harry Potter sort of theme, I think look really, really good. Certainly all the Potterheads that I know are pretty happy with what's coming out today. But I think City is the kind of, is almost like, I'm not saying it's the key theme, but I think for value for money, I think that's a pretty good theme, especially in regards to the Safari set. So Johnny Thunder seems to be being revisited by Lego. I'm not necessarily sure if it's being reimagined. I'm not really sure what the narrative is, but you kind of got these Safari rescue sets that are coming out. And do you know what? For what you get, minifigs, molds, Johnny Thunder, they're all really reasonably priced. They really are. So I think if I was going to focus on one particular area, that would be what I would go for. And of course, it's always good to see a kind of a reimagination, or reimagining even, of Johnny Thunder again. And I personally haven't got any Johnny Thunder sets, so maybe I might get one. I mean, you can pick them up from about £9 onwards, so that's jolly exciting. The construction stuff as well. Now, everybody knows I'm a sucker for construction workers and the sets that go with that. So maybe hold that thought. We'll come back to that a little bit later in the vlog. But as far as going too crazy is concerned, luckily it was only my birthday just a few weeks ago, and between you and me, I've got quite a few vouchers that I can spend today, so I won't be kind of spending too much of my personal money. But equally, just because I've got it doesn't mean that I've got to spend it now, certainly. And also, I've got to think about this as well. In 9 days from now, I'm going to be jumping on a plane over to Chicago for Brickworld Chicago. And as much as I kind of thinking to myself that I'm going to be quite refrained and controlled in what I spend, I know that I'm going to be buying a lot of things in kind of the heat of the moment. And there's stores over there that you just don't get over here. And also, it's going to be a bit of a changing gear in what content's coming from me as well. I'm going to do my best to do like a sort of a daily vlog, so you boys and girls out there can experience my Brickworld Chicago with me as well. I think that's going to be quite good fun to do. And of course, I'm going to do not a London calling on Friday, but a Chicago call-in. Of course, I'm going to be doing it in the afternoon over there, but of course it will, as always, be 7:30 UK time, and my time over there, it's not even EDT actually. I think it's Central Time, so I'll be 6 hours behind where I normally do it. So I'm going to get used to the time zone thing. Anyway, I'm kind of intrigued to find out exactly what they've got on display. Will they have Barad-dûr, for example? So without further ado, let's get over there and find out. So here it is, Barad-dûr. So this is what 83 centimetres tall of Lego looks like. 5,500 pieces, weighing in a very hefty, who am I kidding, 400 pounds. First impressions, yeah, it's pretty special. I can see what all the fuss is about. And what I will say today though, they are kind of doing a pretty decent job of the crowd control. They're not letting too many people in the store, which is fair game. Of course, everyone outside is chomping at the bit to get in there, especially those that have been lucky enough to get Barad-dûr already. Those that haven't yet, we're kind of stressing a little bit because they want to make sure that they get their hands on this, and of course the gift with purchase. There's a new Series 26, then of course over here we've got the Artemis system, which I think looks absolutely breathtaking. Every time I see it, I think it just looks better and better. I love it. I wonder how swooshable it is. Don't know. Let me know if you happen to know that down in the comments. Is it a swooshable thing? I don't know. If I had it, I'd kind of get the sense of wanting to throw it around like a javelin, but of course that probably wouldn't last too long if I did. Over here we've got the new AMG Mercedes twin pack of Speed Champions. That looks really nice. Oh, look at that, the Aston Martin. Love this. I think Formula One seems to be getting a bit of a resurgence at the moment, but I was just asking the peeps here in the store which one seems to be selling the best, and that goes to this. I've seen them fill this up about 3 times since I've been here alone. This is just, well, it's epic. I mean, I thought it looked good from the pictures on the Lego website, but when you see it in real life, this thing is epic. Oh, this is definitely a set I'm going to be getting. I won't be getting it today, but I definitely 100% will be. This set's just got a little bit of everything about it. I think it comes with about 13 minifigures, if memory serves me correct, but yeah, it looks awesome. It really does. And some of the prints on those minifigures, absolutely brilliant. But look at the actual roofs as well, and the styles and techniques used for that. Yeah, brilliant. Love it. So there's a couple more of the new sets. There we've got the double-decker sightseeing bus, and over here we've got the Robot World roller coaster. That's really cool, actually. In fact, there's a reference on this, and we can see it on the back of this. Here we go. So there's our reference there. So this over here. There we go. I've kind of seen it appearing in a few different places. That mech looks actually quite good. As far as kind of a mech that's kind of made up of maybe around, I don't know, 75 pieces or something like that. And then down here we've got the Lego delivery truck, which is kind of a bit of a must-have set as well. And the nice thing about this set is that it doesn't come with too many stickers. I believe these and those, and certainly this, are all made up of prints. Now, talking of Batmobiles, of course, we've got a fair few now for Lego. We've got this one here for the 4+. We've got this one down here, set 76224, which is a cracking little set. It really is. I think that's based on the 1992 Batmobile. But of course, down here, based on the animation series, we've got this one. Over here, we've got the retro radio from Icons. I didn't really talk too much about this, personally speaking. I think it's okay. I kind of like the design, but it's one of these designs that I think less would be more, because personally speaking, I think it looks better like that than it does like that. Let me know what you think down in the comments. So here's some of these new Jungle Explorer Lego City sub-themes. Oh, these look good. Look at the moulds there for the gorillas. They look excellent. They really do. And again, this tiger, we were talking about this last night. Some length over on London Calling. It looks really good for the money. It really is. You get this truck, quite a beefy truck as well. Get a couple of figures, and of course you get the tiger. It looks great for £24. They're really good value. They really are. Cole's Titan Dragon Mech. How cool does that look? I love this. Honestly, I think this is going to be one of the sets of the year. It looks brilliant. I don't know the way it's kind of designed or whatever. There's just something about it. It's kind of quite spectacular with these kind of fins out here. And it just kind of reminds me of Transformers. Love it. £90. I think that's quite a good deal, to be honest. There's quite a few bricks that come in this. I'm not quite sure exactly how many. It's got to be just over 1,000. I think it's about 1,100. My only gripe with it is there's no kind of side build with it, but isn't a big deal for me. But the main thing is you only get one minifigure. That is, of course, Cole. So with that in mind then, what did I actually get? So like I said, my focus is going to be pretty much on the city stuff. So the set I really wanted was this, the double-decker sightseeing bus. This is a great little set. And honestly, if anyone's been to London at all, you've seen the red buses, you've certainly seen the hop-off, hop-on buses. They look just like this. There's certainly a lot of inspiration being taken from it, that's for sure. It was 25 quid, and it comes with 4 minifigures, and you get a baby one in there as well, along with a pushchair, which a lot of people seem to really like for some strange reasons. Is it a new colour for an Element? I'm not sure. But anyway, let me know down in the comments if it is. Around the back here, you can see it's kind of modularised as well, so the upper deck can be taken off. And I reckon there'll be peeps out there that'll be modding this a little bit to kind of give it a full roof as well. Maybe, never know, might be able to base that on the big Lego kind of UCS-esque Route Master or something like that. But anyway, I'm really glad I got it. I'm certainly going to be buying a lot more in the future of these. Maybe I'll get them on Amazon or maybe Smith's when we're on discount. But I'm super happy I got this. So my next set was actually a little bit of a surprise. I haven't really spoken about it too much, and it was one I was kind of curious to see if it was going to be available today. It's certainly available here in the UK, but it's not actually going to be in America for at least another couple of months or so. I think it's going to be like an August the 1st release. And it's this set, and it's based on the animated series of Batman. Now, I've never actually seen too many of those episodes. I think I've actually seen about 5 of them. And I really like it. I like the style of art. It's Art Deco. And of course, this car is a really good reflection of it. Now, I will say this, it's quite expensive at £55. I looked at it and I was like, I don't know, 35, 40 tops. But anyway, I was a little bit shocked for it being 55. But of course, like I said before, I've kind of got a few vouchers I had to spend today. So I didn't actually spend, all in, I've spent probably around, I don't know, £20 today. So it's a bit of a cheap one for me, albeit I've still bought it monetary-wise using vouchers. So it didn't hurt too much actually purchasing this. But anyway, this is called, and this is some name they've given this, the Batman with the Batmobile versus Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze. Not really going to remember that. We're just going to call it the Batman animated series Batmobile, aren't we? Or something like that. But anyway, what I really like about this particular Batman minifigure, a bit like the 1989 Batman as well, is that it comes with a rubber cape, which is really new interesting element to get with this particular set. Anyway, the one thing I would say that I was surprised at to see as well, because they kind of had it on view there in the store, and the displays there today were really, really nice. I like the way they've set out the front of the store as well over at Blue Water, is that this is a sticker. So I'm certainly going to be using my technique of using the brick separator to put that on. But I know a few people have said out in the comments and stuff in the past that they don't like the colour of it. They think it should have been darker. But for me, it kind of works. But then saying that, I've not actually seen the episodes too often. So for me, it's kind of a little bit different. I'm not kind of too subscribed to the actual source material too much. But I will say this is going to be a great addition to my Batmobile collection. So today's primary purchase is, well, not necessarily a surprise to some people, because since literally, I'd say since the minute I saw it, I was like, I've got to get that set. I love it to bits, I really do. And it's this, the mobile construction crane. Now, ordinarily speaking, I think most people wouldn't get too excited about having, I don't know, a Lego city construction set. I don't know, but I do, because this set, honestly, I think this has gone under the radar of a lot of people doing reviews on this set. I'm really not sure. I know the release date on this isn't until August in the US. I love this set. I mean, just look at, I love the design of it anyway. I mean, look at it, it's almost like space-like. And you've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My God, 16 wheels. There's so many wheels on it, and it's really tall as well. If I flick it round the back here, you'll see kind of how it splays out. And also how tall it is. I think it's something like 68 centimetres tall. That is, of course, 26.5 inches to my American cousins. I didn't remember that, by the way. It's just written down on there. And I just love it. The colour, obviously, it's the usual kind of yellow. Love the logo there as well, with the kind of elephant with the tusks and everything. That looks pretty cool. I think this is going to be such a cool set. I think it makes me laugh as well that you get it, the crane. I mean, look at the crane. It's a huge, great big thing. And look what it's lifting up. Bloody outdoor toilet. I suppose construction workers need toilets after all. But I love this set, and I've got to be honest, ever since the day I built the modular construction site from the Bricklink Designer Program, I've been in love with construction workers and stuff like that. It's often been a thing I've thought about. Should I armour it up or something like that? I know people do Black Falcons like Shy Time, and all sorts of other sort of Star Wars stuff gets armoured up and things like that. But I am going to be building a city, and that city is going to need an army of construction workers, so maybe I'll go ahead and just do it. So having been my birthday just a few weeks ago, I actually picked up a couple of sets that I'm going to show you in just a minute. One of which is, I wouldn't say it was a holy grail set, but it is a set that I've wanted for the last couple of years. I even managed to get it signed by the designers as well, which is jolly exciting. But anyway, because I spent over £95 on Lego City, what that actually did was enabled me to get this as a gift with purchase. It's set 40685, and it's the water park. Now, ordinarily speaking, on London Calling, I wasn't really thinking too much of this gift with purchase, to be honest, but there was a bit of a kind of a narrative to this. There was a bit of a story to it, and a bit of a message that's kind of hidden away as well, because it's, you know, it's the water park, the elements themselves, they look great, and there's not really that many parts, but I think the parts that are used kind of represent a water park really, really well. But also as well, you get this, which I really like, and that is the Factor 50 bottle on there. I think that looks really good. And you know what? It's a printed piece on a gift with purchase, which in itself is worth getting the gift with purchase just for that alone. So that was everything I got on this particular release day. But like I said, it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I've picked up 1 or 2 sets between then and now. And I wanted to share them with you now, because one of them is actually super important, and one of them is actually really cool as well. In fact, they're all pretty cool in one way, shape or form. But anyway, the most uncoolest thing I got was this, which is the construction steamroller set. Now, you might be thinking, Greg, what on earth have you bought this for? Well, like I said, I like the construction stuff from Lego. I always have done, at least for the last couple of years anyway. And the reason I got this, it was just a £9 set. I got this because it enabled me to get this, which is Ninjago, well, at least the micro version anyway, of Ninjago docks, which is that. Now, I got the Ninjago City one, and I'm currently kind of in the middle of building Ninjago City 2, the big primary set. But I wanted to get this one because when you do actually purchase this via your insider points, you've only got about 6 weeks to actually be able to go and purchase it. And I was kind of getting a bit close to that, and especially going to Chicago 2 weeks, I definitely would have gone past that time limitation. So that's kind of why I got one of these. But do you know what? There's certain YouTubers out there that kind of army up on trucks. Maybe I should do something similar with a construction steamroller. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. So lastly, but by certainly no means least anyway, is a set that I thought I was going to have to wait for at least another 6 months before I go over to Billund, certainly to the Lego house anyway. But I was in Corsham recently on holiday in Bath here in the UK. And I got into the toy shop at Corsham, and I saw this set and I was like, oh no, I got to have it. And I completely caved in. I didn't even think about it. There was no hesitation at all or anything like that. And you know what? It's got nothing to do with building a Lego city. But I had to have it. It's just one of those things. It's a bit of an impulse buy, albeit I couldn't help myself. But anyway, it's this. It's the upscaled minifigure tribute, which is of course a tribute to Captain Redbeard. But what made this a little bit more special, or a lot more special really, as you can see here, it's signed by 3 Lego designers as well. I love the doodle there. It actually looks like the designer. This is top signature is of course Stuart Harris, who's been on London Calling a few times now. But yeah, you can only buy this set at the Lego house. It's an upscale pirate. It's brilliant. And honestly, this is probably my favourite one that the Lego house have done. And they do several limited edition sets as well. I think this was the 4th one. Yeah, it is. And they've got a 5th one out now. I've got the duck as well, which of course is synonymous with Lego when it did wooden toys. But the pirate, my word, people absolutely love this. And look, down here, you've got how the minifigure kind of evolved, the evolution of the minifigure right through to there when I think it was 1974 when you got the Lego policeman. But this is a set that I've kind of wanted at least for the last couple of years. Yeah, I was going to buy it when I go to Billund, and certainly paying retail for it would have been around £75. I paid a little bit more for it than that, but it was my birthday and I thought, do you know what, just for this one time, I think I'll push the boat out and just get it. As always, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the vlog, then please do give it a thumbs up. Fingers crossed in 10 days when I go to Chicago, I'm going to be doing them on a daily basis. So please do tune in for that. And of course, what will be a Chicago calling coming your way as well. And if you happen to be new around here, then why not think about hitting that subscribe button and becoming a big part of the LBB family. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.